Welcome back to Taking the Biz, a channel packed with resources for A-level business students just like you, hoping to do a little bit of revision. And stay tuned because in this tutorial, we're going to investigate the topic of total quality management. So we should probably start by explaining what total quality management is. It's a process developed by an American academic called William Deming, but popularized in Japan. In fact, it's more than a process. It's a philosophy. It's a belief system. A system that believes that mistakes don't have to be inevitable when a business is producing its products. A business doesn't have to put up with errors taking place. Instead, it could strive for a system known as zero defects, where there are no products being produced by the organisation that end up being unsaleable, where there are no defective goods produced by the business that have to be scrapped and can't be sent out to consumers. So total quality management is a philosophy involving employees throughout the organisation at all levels in making sure that everything the business produces is of satisfactory quality to be sold. So how does this system even work? Well, it operates a little bit differently to the traditional way of assessing quality. Traditionally, businesses would produce their products and assess quality at the end of the production process. They would hire specialist employees that would assess the quality of the finished goods and services before they are dispatched to customers. Total quality management is different to that. It involves every employee in the organisation at all levels and making everybody responsible for checking the quality of the work as it goes through the production process. Now, this means that employees have to be highly trained, not just so that mistakes are less likely to happen, but that they also have the skills to assess the quality of the work that they're doing and spot when quality levels aren't right and rectify it and repair it before sending it on to the next stage of the production process. In fact, employees are even trained so that they can assess the quality of each other's work. Because with TQM, employees are empowered to return work to their colleagues if they feel that it's been passed to them and it's not of a satisfactory quality level. In essence, total quality management makes each employee in the organisation what's known as an internal client. And just as a customer might return a good that they've bought that they feel is not of good enough quality, employees are empowered to return work to their colleagues that they think is not good enough quality as well. So quality really becomes ingrained in the culture of the organisation. It becomes the obsession, it becomes the focus. It becomes the most essential part of the business's operations, all with this pursuit of zero defects in mind. So this system of TQM offers up some benefits to organisations. Essentially, TQM helps a business improve its efficiency because defects cost money. Defects take time for employees to spot, to mend, to repair, to rectify. They might need additional resources to be used in order to repair defective products, and this costs the business money. But not only that, defective products that can't be rescued, that can't be mended, that can't be fixed, well, they cost the business because then the business has produced a product that can't be sold. The business has produced a product that has to be scrapped or destroyed. And that's wasteful. That's resources or stock or raw materials that the business has invested in that have gone into producing a product that won't achieve any revenue for the organisation. Essentially, what this inefficiency does is it increases the average cost of producing a product. Think of it like this. Imagine a business spends £1 million producing 1 million units. Well, then on average, each one of those units has cost £1 to manufacture. But imagine 10% of those products are faulty, they're defective. Well, now a business has spent £1 million producing 900,000 saleable products. Now each one of those products on average has cost more than £1 to produce. So total quality management helps make a firm more efficient, and it can lower the average cost or the unit cost of producing each of its items by helping strive for a zero defects philosophy. But zero defects have other benefits for the organisation as well, because With a rigorous focus on quality in the organisation, then it might just mean that rather than more products being of satisfactory quality, the overall quality levels of what the business produces might improve as well. And the business might start to develop a reputation as being a really reliable brand, a brand that consumers know and associate with high quality. Now, that might even mean that the business is able to start commanding a higher price for its products, maybe adding more value, making the business greater revenue streams, maybe making the business more profitable overall. So TQM has some very distinctive benefits for an organisation. But not all organisations use it. Some organisations might be scared off by the upfront costs associated with adopting a total quality management approach. It might require the investment in new equipment, new machinery, new resources to help instill this philosophy where all employees in the organisation are now assessing the quality of their own work and the work of their colleagues. And it might also require additional training as well. Employees might need to be trained so that they are competent and confident assessing quality, whereas before they were only having to produce the business's goods and services. We've also got the issue that once staff have had this training, once they're more skilled, once they're able to assess quality, well, technically, they're a more valuable employee and they might demand greater wages. And when the business is recruiting, when it's recruiting employees that are capable of operating in this total quality management environment, well, such employees might need to be recruited at a greater cost as well. The business is essentially looking for a stronger candidate when it is recruiting for replacements in the organisation. So this might increase the cost that the firm has to incur. Perhaps another reason why firms might be deterred from it is a lack of confidence in its implementation. Maybe managers have never worked in a business that total quality management is used in. Maybe they've never overseen the change in an organisation to a TQM system. And they might be nervous about this. They might be worried that trying to implement this system unsuccessfully might end up making quality in the organisation worse than it was in the first place. So it might be that they prefer to carry on operating as they are, because we've got to remember, quality is not as important to all firms as it is to others. Some firms compete on other factors, maybe low costs and low prices. And maybe such firms sell their products and consumers know that they're not going to be of the greatest quality. That's not the reason why consumers choose to buy that item. They know it's not going to have great longevity. They know it's not going to have the longest shelf life or be the most durable. They're buying it because it is cheap. And for such firms, they might see investing money into ensuring good quality is not as cost effective as some consumers receiving goods that are faulty that have to be returned. So quality is not an essential item to all organisations, so they might not put quality at the heart of what they do by adopting a TQM approach. So that's the topic of TQM. Remember, it's part of a larger group of techniques known as lean production, a group of techniques that aim to reduce the amount of wastage produced in an organisation, and TQM can help reduce wastage by reducing the amount of raw materials a business uses, because now it's not producing as many or any defective products. Hopefully that video helps you revise that topic, and we'll see you very soon for another Taking the Biz tutorial.